Number 15, Jake Erskine. Number 25, Shane Leonard. Number 31, Rex Kesselring. Number 33, Charlie DiBiase. Number 35, John Santowski. And number 44, Bryce Wallman. Defenses are led by head coach Andrew Whipple. Assistant coaches are Ted Ron Corey, Bottlinger, and Joe Dupre. Pittsford Athletic Director is Mr. Scott Barker.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. The Varsity Media Sports Network. There you see the beautiful skyline of Rochester, New York. We welcome you to Ordway Field here on the campus of Pittsford Sutherland High School, where tonight we are in the final week of the Section 5 lacrosse season. Regular season games in the month of June, something we're not used to. Then again, the 2020-2021 season is one of a kind, as this matchup between these two traditional powers, Pittsford at 7-5, Victor at 10-1. Good evening, everyone. G. Battaglia with you as tonight. Victor, the visitors, looking to bounce back after their first loss of the season, 7-5, coming to the hands of the Canandaigua Braves. But certainly Victor, a team that can do it both sides of the ball. And tonight, they're going to be looking to Logan Callahan. 85% on the season on the face-off. That is certainly going to be the key for Pittsford tonight. Can they get the ball? And when they do get the ball, can Pittsford hold on? Pittsford's a team that certainly has some attackers, namely number 2, Harrison Cross, and number 8, James Cook. Between those two players, 57 goals combined on the season. Again, Pittsford at 7-5, Victor at 10-1. We will now take a short break here as we will pause for the playing of our national anthem. Good crowd on hand, and we appreciate you logging on to the Varsity Media Sports Network as we're getting ready here. 65 degrees here, and you're looking at the skies, and it certainly has that feel that we could get rain, but trusting my phone here, our producer Joel Balthaser, saying not until midnight. As we take a look at the starting lineup here first for visiting Victor, and there you see on the attack Sam Gotham, Jack Herendine, Pax Marshall, the sophomore, Logan Callahan on the faceoffs. I mean, gosh, you never thought there would be somebody of the level of T.D. Erlin that would be playing for Victor, but Logan Callahan, yeah, he is that good. Remember Erlin for all those great Victor teams last decade. Alex Parton, the long stick midi going into the lineup tonight. Cal Lambert, Mitchell Mitchko, Charlie Robbins, Louis Germain, and your goalkeeper, Zach Pavia. Pavia with a save percentage of 52.6. For the home team, Pittsford, who will be in the home gray uniforms tonight, Harrison Cross and James Cook, the 1-2, along with Rex Kesselring. Kesselring, the future, 10 goals for the sophomore on the season. Jake Erskine is your face-off specialist, and he is going to be tasked tonight with trying to get the ball for Pittsford. Charlie DiBiase, the long stick midi. Also at midi, Bryce Wallman, Jack Wallace, Caleb Lewis, John Santowski on the defense, and Sean Regan. Regan nearly at 50% for the senior tonight here for Pittsford. Victor in the visiting Navy with the gold helmet. And Pittsford in the home whites with home white helmets with the gray jerseys, gray pants. Just one game for Victor after today. That'll be at Brighton on Friday. This will do it for Pittsford on the season. As we had the sectionals, everybody going to the sectionals this year, as the face-off will be taken and won by Callahan. Callahan off to the races. Callahan fires, and the save is made. Sean Regan coming up big. And now here comes the clearing attempt here for Pittsford, as getting it over the midfield stripe is Bryce Wallman. Wallman will eventually step into the box. It's a successful clear, and that is as good a start as Pittsford could hope for here tonight. As now we have some defensive pressure on the near side as Wallman is harassed. Picking up that ground ball, though, is number 25, Shane Leonard. Leonard staying on the field. As stepping off will be Wallman, and now Pittsford will check in their personnel. Opening possession here for the Panthers as they're shooting at the cage to our left in an empty set, working it around on the near side will be Murphy. Now Harrison Cross with it, number 2. We'll keep an eye on number 2. 31 goals on the season to lead this Pittsford attack. On the far side, that's number 12, Steingas. Wallace. And again, nobody in front of the cage. Everybody just kind of working around in a circle. Now cutting to the middle. You'll see Murphy drop down low. Cross with it. Cross gets a pick. As now it'll work to the far side as Murphy dishes it off. Good defense here for Victor to start off here. Getting it down low, and then the shot by Steingas will be deflected out of play. Rex Kesselring, number 31, picking it up on the end line as the possession continuing here for the Panthers. Kesselring going against that long pole, the Wheeler. Kesselring has it stripped away. And the clearing attempt here coming up here for the Blue Devils, as that'll be Dickens bringing it in. He will step into the box, and it'll be Victor going back on offense for the second time this evening. 2 minutes gone by here, 1 possession for each team. Victor coming in 6 straight sectional championships, starting in 2014, 2019. Of course, we didn't have anything in 2020. First year for Dan Stone as the head coach. 10-1. Taking that loss to Canandaigua, and that was, don't sleep on Canandaigua, by the way. They certainly have a shot to win their class. Parton, now this will go down low. Behind the cage, that's the long pole of Caleb Lewis, number 29 for Pittsford. Back up top, this will go. Good movement here as Cal Lambert. Big part of that football offense is Cal Lambert. He will be outside the box. As the Blue Devils being very patient. Long shot from way out. Knocked down in front. Ground ball. Be picked up beyond the cage and then dropped on the far side. As Gotham tried to get to it, we've got a ground ball far side, and this is going to be a penalty that's going to go against Pittsford. Finally, we will get the whistle, and our first man up will be coming with 8:49 remaining in the first. As in the middle of all that is Alex Seiler, number 17 for the Blue Devils. As we await the call here. And on the ground ball, you can see two players going in. Jack Wallace, number 9, and along with Caleb Lewis, number 29. It'll be Wallace going for a minute. So man up here for the Blue Devils. Charlie DiBiase, number 33, along with Ben Norton, number 5. Norton leading this team in ground balls on the season with 25. Opportunity for Victor here to strike first in this game. Up top, Gravino, I beg your pardon. He goes behind the cage. Now to the near side of Marshall. Active footwork for Pittsford. The shot off the iron, and that'll carry him all the way to midfield. Will go out of bounds. Alex Parton letting that one rip. That was Gravino, I beg your pardon. Thomas Gravino, number 10, that deflects all the way out. We've got 38 seconds remaining here in the man up. Another shot. Save made by Regan. Ground ball, and Regan will pick it up in the crease. The Pittsford defense standing tall. Clearing attempt, man down is Santowski. He's going to be cautious, looking to dish it off. He's going to find his keeper, Regan, on the far side. 18 seconds remaining here in the man down for Pittsford. Long outlet pass, man down, and Pittsford steps into the box. The home crowd appreciating that clearing attempt as James Cook with it, number 8. Cook is going to try to hold on to that ball until the penalty is released, and he is drilled, belted. And for Victor, the cause turnover. Mitchko, the defenseman, with that. Number 18. Penalty has been released. We're back to even strength, and that shot will go wide. What is the ruling on this one? They're going to rule it back to Pittsford. Good hustle by the Panthers to get behind the cage first. We're still looking for our first goal here tonight, nearly 5 minutes gone by. Pittsford at 7-5, but certainly they are coming out defensively, toe for toe here tonight. Standing up to this Victor offense. This clear will be good as Pittsford takes it back in. Now let's see if they can get to work on offense. As on the far side, it'll be James Cook, number 8. Calling for it was open with Shane Leonard. They didn't see him on the near side. Behind the cage will be Harrison Cross. Murphy, now to the near side, going over to 25, Leonard. And it's for Pittsford here, moving it around. That's Dickens defensively for Victor, as he's able to thwart off his man. Now here's the shot in the goal. Gustav Murphy with his 8th of the season, and the junior makes it 1-0 Panthers. They'll give Cross the assist on this as Cross behind the cage, the lefty feed, and the slide coming over there just a little bit late. Jaden Tantillo trying to get there in time. 1-0 for Pittsford. And this is going to be the issue for Pittsford. Just a brilliant face-off specialist for Victor, Logan Callahan. Callahan isn't necessarily face-off, get-off all the time, but this time he will step off after winning that draw. And Victor looking to tie this up. Marshall sending it over behind the cage. Gotham. It's going to be Wallman on the defense in the middle of this alignment for Pittsford. Collapsing around their keeper. Gravino now behind the cage. Gotham with it. Gotham at the football 10-yard line. Seiler. Now Seiler will drop down low. Get a lot of communication for both teams on this, and Pittsford doing a good job, stride for stride. Pulling a long pole of Caleb Lewis, 29 on the far side. And Marshall with it. He's going to back up. He's guarded by Charlie DiBiase, the long stick midi. Feet in front. And we are tied. And that is going to be number 17. Alex Seiler with his 11th of the season.
Number 17, Alex Seiler. Assisted by number 10, Thomas Gravino.
So Gravino, they will give an assist. That comes with 4:29 remaining in the first. And on the Erskine violation, this will go back to Victor. And this is the problem for Pittsford tonight. Can they just get possessions against this Victor team? Right back to defense go the Panthers here. And right back to work. This will be Gotham behind the cage. That's the long pole of Santowski coming over. Herendeen sticking stride for Saridas Santowski. The feed in front, the shot, and a goal. That'll be number 10, Thomas Gravino. I'm not sure how he got that feed to begin with there, as the defense looks spot on. It's now 2-1. So give Herendeen, the freshman, with the assist on that. For Gravino, the sophomore, 22nd goal of the season. He's got a goal and assist tonight. It's now 2-1 with 3:46 remaining here in the first. Back at the X, Callahan. He's been perfect tonight. Battling for this one. He comes up with it, and Victor goes right back to work. Max Connors doing what he could for Pittsford. And now Connors sprinting off the field. And coming out of the field will be Bryce Wallman, number 44. Victor up by 1 after falling behind 1-0. 2-1 Blue Devils leading this. Ground ball near side. And racing to it and getting to it first. Credit number 28, Pax Marshall, the sophomore, with that ground ball. Marshall with it. Flings it over to the left side as Victor working in the box here. That defense for Pittsford packing it in. Seiler, who has a goal tonight. Back to Marshall. And now stepping out of the box to reset. Behind the cage, this will go once again. Shot. Save made by Regan down low. Regan trapping that against the turf. Clearing attempt coming up, and that was the stop that Pittsford needed here. 2:20 remaining in the first. Panthers are down by 1. Wallman in some trouble. Double teamed. The whistle. Did he call timeout? Was there a timeout called? Indeed. That saves the possession for Pittsford. First of this half. Let's take a look at some of the highlights for Pittsford this season. Again, it's been an up and down year for the Panthers, but certainly an opportunity tonight to head into sectional play. As this Pittsford team always so tough. And there's Murphy, who had the goal earlier tonight. This is from the last game, 8-6, the win over Irondequoit. Coming right here at Ordway Field. Get another shot, and that's going to be number 25, Shane Leonard, adding to the tally. And again, if you like these highlights, Varsity Media, reach out to us. Certainly we are available for any sport. And we take a look at the results so far this year as Pittsford coming into this game on a 2-game winning streak. And again, it's Harrison Cross doing a little bit of everything tonight with the 33 goals on the season. Andrew Whipple, my goodness, he's been here since 2005. And again, this is a team that has won over the years, 2017, 2015, 2011. Coach Whipple getting 3 of those during his time here as head coach of the Pittsford Panthers. So off the timeout, Pittsford will have the possession, 2:13 remaining here in the first. And for everybody watching for Victor, we'll have some Victor highlights coming up. We have a great package, too, on Logan Callahan. That'll be coming your way. So we've got a lot to get to here in the broadcast tonight on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Clearing attempt coming up for the Panthers as they will find a man. That'll be Murphy bringing it over into the box. And Pittsford can go to work as Harrison Cross. Number 2 will be on the near side. Again, the empty set here. And really, with this time remaining, do you think about holding it for a last shot? I mean, I'm sure it's crossing Coach Whipple's mind knowing how good Victor is at the face-off X. If you can go into the end of the first tied at 2, I'm sure he would sign up for that. Steingas, number 12, with it outside the box as Victor coming out a little bit more rather than Pittsford was packing it in. Victor challenging this Pittsford offense. 1:12 remaining here. Pittsford looking like they're not holding for the last shot. They are certainly moving around. They just haven't seen anything they like yet. Kesselring over to the near side to Cook. And again, nobody in front of the cage right now as they'll spread it out. Cross with it. And now we're down to 47 seconds remaining here in the first, so very evident what's going to happen here. Can Pittsford get a shot off at the end or close to the end? Cook is in the middle of this formation. From the outside, a shot by Cross goes off the iron. Karam's out, and the ground ball picked back up by the Panthers. They're going to get another crack at this with 28 seconds remaining here in the first. As Murphy stepping in the box. Murphy fires, and that'll bounce wide. Ground ball. Pittsford trying to save it. 15 seconds remaining in the period, and then good hustle picking that up. Oh, but they're going to blow it dead now. In transition, can Victor get one late? As the possession goes over to them. In transition, that's Louis Germain, the long pole, who will dish it off. 2 seconds remaining. And Victor's not going to get the shot off. Very entertaining first period. That comes to a close. With Victor leading here 2-1 over Pittsford. We take a short break here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Are you settling for a boring live stream? Can't see the players' uniforms? No audio? Camera not following the action? Consider a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Our announcers help tell the story of your game.
Goes McCarthy. He's got. Oh, he's in. Touchdown, Farmingdale.
We feature multiple camera angles, guaranteed to capture all the action.
Touchdown, Oceanside!
Plus added features like graphics, instant replay.
Yeah, the shooters are going to shoot here at Bethpage, and one of many threes on the day.
Interviews, and more. It's your time to shine. And with Varsity Media, now you can. Contact us today and book a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050.
And if your school, your son or daughter is in need of our services here at Varsity Media Sports Network, please feel free to reach out. As there you see the sun peeking through just a little bit. And the train going behind here. It is one of the most picturesque settings here in all of Section 5 here. Ordway Field with the beautiful skyline of Rochester in the distance and Cobb's Hill. And this is the start to this game that you would want here. These two powers in Section 5, Victor and Pittsford. As back at the face-off X, it'll be Erskine once again going against Callahan. And Callahan just making that look so easy. Again, in the footsteps of T.D. Erling, giving his team a possession. So it's going to be up to this Pittsford defense tonight. They're not going to be able to rely on the X. Can they get stops and clears? If you're just logging on, Murphy with the goal for Pittsford. Gravino and Seiler with the goals. And we get a whistle in the crease and an opportunity here for Pittsford to clear. Victor dropping back into their ride, and that'll be Martins, number 19, crossing the midfield stripe. He's got three men around him. He's going to be stripped. Cause turnover as coming the other direction will be number 3, Gotham. Fires, sends it wide. Thomas Gravino, 2 points on the night as he will have it just outside the box. Getting his pole up. See who came up with that deflection. That is a good defensive play for Pittsford. As the clearing attempt coming up. Charlie DiBiase. And he'll be taken right back as this will be Pavia, the goalie, flinging up the near side. Nearly in stride finding his man and then throwing it away. Can this be saved by Victor? No, it cannot. So some loosey-goosey play here on both ends, and it'll be another clear coming up here for Pittsford, down by 1 in the second. Wallman up on the near side is going to get the feed. In transition, stepping into the box. And that will allow others to come out and help out. As Steingas, number 12, Wallman stepping off. And Pittsford will get their personnel on the field. And stepping on out will be Shane Leonard, number 25. So Pittsford playing catch outside of the box. Kesselring on the near side. He is being harassed by the long pole of number 24, Aiden Wheeler. Now go back up top to Steingas. Steingas fires, trying to go short side, does not. Goes off the side of the net, but Pittsford will retain control as picking that ball up will be James Cook, number 8. Cook will hand it off to Harrison Cross. Here's Cross trying to back his way in, but that defense, Cross's feed, does not connect. Ground ball midfield, looked like a push in the back, and there's going to be the whistle. Parton trying to come up with it. He's going to step off. It'll be Victor Ball. And Sam Gotham, the sophomore on the near side. 3 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Fingers crossed that the rain will hold off here until the late evening hours as Gravino And again, Pittsford packing it in. Alex Seiler. Cal Lambert has been kind of quiet tonight. We'll see if they can get him involved. He is standing in the middle, guarded by Wallman. Instead, Victor will work it around. Herendeen sends it to the far side. Gotham with it. Back to Herendeen. So some good passing here. The ground ball, far side, can it be saved? Nope. Again, the Pittsford defense, kind of the story here tonight, is they're getting the ball back here, but can they get a clear? This hasn't been as easy as you would think tonight. As Jack Wallace, who had that turnover earlier, here's the shot and a goal, and we are tied. Caleb Lewis, the long pole with the goal. In transition, his first of the season. Well, that's one way to catch a team kind of by surprise. Lewis, you're thinking he's just going to set it up. Nope, the long pole goal for Caleb Lewis. It's now 2-2. Now, if you were thinking tonight, Victor was going to come out and be upset after the loss to Canandaigua, well, certainly Pittsford showing that they're ready to play here tonight as we've got a ground ball. And again, it'll be Victor. No, it's going to be thrown away. The feed by Aiden Wheeler. He was looking for the keeper, Zach Pavia. And the unforced error by Victor gives Pittsford the ball back in a 2-2 game. Steingas. Feed going over to the far side. Steingas working his way in. Shoots. And I believe that was deflected in front. Never got to the keeper. Trying to save it and not able to. Racing over was Cook. Cannot get there in time. Actually, they will still rule it in the possession, because they're going to rule that was a shot and not a feed, and now the officials are going to confer here. Nope, they're going to say feed in the end. So the call gets overturned, and the ball is going to go over to Victor. Clearing attempt coming up for the Blue Devils. Look at Victor wasting no time. Zipping it up the field. Getting it over to Seiler, who weaves his way through traffic, steps into the box, and Victor goes back to work in a 2-2 game. Under the lights here at Orderway Field. A lot of communication here with that Pittsford defense, and that's the way you got to do it. Make sure everybody is accounted for as we're nearing the midway point of the second. Shot sent wide, but behind the cage was Herendeen, the freshman. He's got an assist tonight. Herendeen's going to be guarded by the long pole of Santowski, and that's going to be thrown away. So credit Santowski with just a little bit of pressure there. And for the Panthers, they get the ball back in a 2-2 game. As Steingetz gets belted, but able to keep his ground. Gotham delivering that hit. As Steingetz steps into the box. And now he is going to step off. And overrunning it was Avery Valenti. Able to keep the position. So Valenti checking in, number 14 for Steingas. Kesselring, he is pressured mightily by Wheeler. Wheeler stride for stride. Great footwork. Kesselring doing what he can. The ball is stripped. It's a ground ball near side. And Pittsford getting to it first. Credit number 8, James Cook with the ground ball. And the possession continuing as we're under 5 minutes to go here. In this rapidly moving first half. We got underway about 10 minutes late as the JV game went a little late. The Victor JVs winning that game. Unforced error means a clearing attempt coming up here for Victor. Gene Battaglia with you, Joel Balthaser, our director, Chris Van Kampen, along with Kyle Sanson on the cameras here tonight. Full production here at the Varsity Media Sports Network. And we get a timeout called by Victor. So they'll have one left. And it's a good time to show some Victor highlights here so far on the season. Again, 10-1 for head coach Dan Stone's team as, again, Victor looking to make it 7 straight sectional championships. With this was a test. And again, Canandaigua, Class B, they are going to be a handful. There are a lot of great teams in Class B. And Canandaigua would not surprise me at all if they ended up on top. We did a game earlier this year where Canandaigua ended up winning the game over Fairport. That's Cal Lambert. Lambert on the season, 35 goals on the season. This was a game that Victor had their chances. Pax Marshall with the lefty shot, getting that in. And there you see just the tradition here for Victor. Again, Lambert, Herendeen, and Logan Callahan, who is headed to Johns Hopkins following this year. And Johns Hopkins is going to have an excellent face-off specialist. Again, 85.6. That shouldn't be. It really shouldn't. That is video game numbers, if you will. And tonight he's won them all. So you got to credit the Pittsford defense here with standing tall, knowing that they're not getting the first crack on these possessions here tonight. And Sean Regan doing a great job. Made a save on that first possession. That kind of set the tone. That first shot by Logan Callahan. He won the faceoff, came running right in, and if it's hockey, you say right from the slot. It was a grade A opportunity for Victor that Regan turned aside. So Sean Regan having a great game tonight. It's 2-2 here in the second. Sealer now sending it over near side. Gravino. As racing down low will be Gravino. And that ball knocked away. And they're going to say deflected. This will still remain Victor ball with 3:50 remaining here in the second in a 2-2 game. Gravino now to the near side. Sealer with it. Shot. Big save made by Regan. Ball caroms high up into the air. Ground ball and a whistle. Going down low, Sean Regan to keep this a tie game, and the ball's going to go back over to Pittsford. Victor's been good on the rides here tonight. As Pittsford will be careful as Jack Wallace, number 9, the defenseman, pushing it up. Anthony DeMeo, number 20. Looking to race in, get into the box. It's going to be Parton, the defenseman. Parton knocks that away. It's a ground ball. Alex Parton. The long stick midi, and that causes the turnover. Great ride. Parton with it. Sealer now in transition. Bounces it over to the near side to Gotham. And now Victor will slow this down. So big credit goes there to Alex Parton, the long stick midi, giving Victor the possession back. For RIT, congratulations, by the way, to the RIT Tigers winning the national championship in double overtime, but it was a play like that they didn't have the possession at the beginning of the double overtime. And you're nervous, and a long stick Benetti for RIT coming up with the strip and eventually leading to a highlight reel goal to give the Tigers their first national championship. Cal Lambert, 35 goals on the season. Great athlete for the football team as well. The shot and the feed in front. There's your goal. And Victor going back up on top. It's now 3-2. As they'll give the credit there to number 21, Nick Benetti. His 9th of the season. So Benetti from Gotham. And Callahan's going to win another one. Callahan sprinting, gets it over to Lambert. So what was an excellent first half for Pittsford. Victor gets a couple possessions here. They're up by 1. They can make it more now. Gravino sending it down low. It's in a good spot, but it's going to be intercepted. Caleb Lewis, like the defender he is, picking that one off. He will step into the box, so big night here for Lewis. With that, lack of a better word, interception on that. And he also has a goal here tonight. And how about this? Pittsford with an opportunity to tie this game before halftime. And you would assume they're going to milk some clock here, as to not give Victor another crack at it. Harrison Cross. It'll be Murphy who's a goal scorer tonight. He'll send it back to Steingas, as now we're down to 47 seconds remaining before halftime. Steingas feeds it behind the cage. Cross with it. Cross scores! Harrison Cross didn't get much room, but he made it work. And we are tied at 3. 32nd of the season for Harrison Cross. How about that for creating a little space? Still plenty of time here, 32 seconds before halftime. And that's going to be won by Callahan once again. Logan Callahan racing, sending it down low. It's going to be intercepted. Picking that one off will be Wallace, the defenseman. We've got 18 seconds remaining, and the timeout will be called by Pittsford. Pittsford defensively tonight has been excellent. 3-3 our score here with 17 and a half seconds remaining before halftime. You know, Logan Callahan, he has been the guy that has been making it work for Victor because it gives him so many possessions. As we take a look here, this feature on the Varsity Media Sports Network, Logan Callahan, you can say the best face-off specialist in Section 5. And he's not Fogo. He will stay on the field. He will find players. He'll score some goals. He's got 6 of them on the season, had a shot to open up this game. And again, he's going to be headed to Johns Hopkins following this season. Just a fun player to watch here. You can watch us all day. These highlights coming against Webster Thomas, Rob Ruller's team from earlier in the season. 17 and a half seconds remaining. And again, you can see the work that is done here, the Varsity Media Sports Network, Joel and Ben and the team coming up with these highlights. And We're happy to come out and work for your school as well, and we want to thank Scott Barker and the fine folks at Pittsford here tonight to have us here at Orderway Field. Just great hospitality, and we always like going out to Victor as well. You see old friends here too. Nick Franzak is an attacker, and his dad Chris played for St. John Fisher College years ago. Played football, and Nick is going to be playing football as well, and he's not going to be playing goalie. He was playing goalie last year, so he's playing out this year, not getting as much time, but good to see the Franzak family coming up from Victor tonight. Everybody watching on the Varsity Media Sports Network is 3-3 our score. Andrew Whipple, see what he calls up here off of the timeout. As Murphy sends it back. Steingas with it. Steingas working his way down low. Looking to dish it off. We got 5 seconds remaining in the half. Steingas, the shot and the save is made. Rebound in front, and that's just going to be flung out. So Zach Pavia coming up with a save at the end for the Victor Blue Devils to keep this a 3-3 game. These are games that are just a joy to watch, aren't they? When they're just well played by both teams at both sides of the field. Our score at the half, once again, Victor 3 and Pittsford 3. Again, halftime doesn't go too long. They put 10 minutes up on the clock. It's already rolling. So don't go too far. We will be back with you with about 2 minutes left on the clock here before halftime as we will step aside on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. Are you settling for a boring live stream? Can't see the players' uniforms? No audio? Camera not following the action? Consider a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Our announcers help tell the story of your game.
That was McCarthy. He's got. Oh, he's in. Touchdown, Farmingdale.
We feature multiple camera angles, guaranteed to capture all the action.
Touchdown, Oceanside.
Plus added features like graphics, instant replay.
Yeah, the shooters are going to shoot here at Bethpage, and one of many threes on the day.
Interviews, and more. It's your time to shine. And with Varsity Media, now you can. Contact us today and book a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050. Now is the time to showcase your skills for the next level. College recruiting videos help your athlete land a spot on the team and can save money on college tuition. Consider a professional video produced by Varsity Media. Our quality film and state-of-the-art editing will help your athlete stand out from the competition. We offer affordable rates and a quick turnaround. Contact Varsity Media today and book a college recruiting video. 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net. Now is the time to promote your business on our broadcasts.
Now Farmingdale will fire and find the back of the net.
Top of the key, 4-3, good.
With viewership in the thousands, your company will get the local attention it needs. Best of all, we offer affordable rates. High school sports online audiences are growing. Take advantage by advertising with Varsity Media.
Hands off, three-point shot is up and in. You back him back 3 yards, it doesn't matter. Touchdown, Freeport.
Contact us today, 516-403-2050, varsitymedia.net.
You got my heart in a spin. I'd give over a part of me that I'm never gonna let you go. No, baby, sweet baby, oh baby, oh baby.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming.
Gargiulo over the middle. He's got a man. It's complete. And Ciolino. See you later. Touchdown, Massapequa.
Videography. And photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games.
Top of the key, Smith. Why not? Wow. Bang. McKee, first down and more. Charlie McKee. Touchdown, Oceanside.
School events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone
516-403-2050.
Sweet baby, oh baby, oh baby, sweet baby, oh baby.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Wow, what a game we have here tonight. Victor in Pittsford, 3-3. We want to thank our sponsor tonight, Salvatore's. Salvatores.com. Donuts Delight as well, making you hungry here as we're at the half. As we'll take a look at some of the highlights here of the first half in a game that has a score of 3-3. As for Victor, it's going to be Murphy off of the penalty here right at the beginning. This is really it is the only penalty so far, just the one man up tonight for Victor. Pittsford was able to kill that penalty off, and it'll be Murphy eventually getting this feed from behind the cage, putting it in, making 1-0 in the first. However, this would be Sealer getting it back from Gravino, as the Blue Devils would tie this up 1-1. Gravino wouldn't be done. Dishing that one off, he would be the beneficiary on this assist from the freshman number 6, Herendeen. Just great defense by Santowski, but Herendeen able to find the cutter, and that'll be Gravino making it 2-1. However, a highlight of highlights here in transition. You're thinking, we'll just kind of get into the box, check in our offensive personnel. No, Caleb Lewis has other ideas, splits the defense, his first goal of the season for the long pole, and that makes it a 2-2 game, and the crowd is really energized into it at this point. Nick Benetti, though, answering for Victor as he would get the feed from Gotham, making it 3-2 Blue Devils. But then Harrison Cross, the leading scorer, just doing just enough here. He's tightly guarded, but creates a little bit of space going top corner. And 3-3 is our score here at the half. As both teams warming up as we're under a minute remaining here before we start the whistle back up and get everything going. And Sean Regan with some nice saves. And let's not overlook Zach Pavia, too, as he made a big save there at the end of the first half for Victor to keep this a tie game. Victor at 10-1 on the season. Pittsford at 7-5. As we take a look at the season stats here. And the series, there you go. Victor is on the better of the two schools here. You wouldn't think that normally, but look at Victor. They are just the power. Sectional champions in 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Unfortunately, we didn't have anything in 20. 10-1 are the Blue Devils entering this game. And with leagues outside of Section 5, certainly a lot of these players know one another. They know each other's tendencies. We were expecting a close game tonight, and that is exactly what we have. Is both coaches talking their teams one more time. Can't say the sun is setting. We've had overcast skies here for this entire game. The skyline peeking over the top of Cobb's Hill to the left of that shot. And here's an adjustment for Pittsford. Jack Santowski will take the draw as Logan Callahan has won every draw so far tonight. So this will be the long pole of John Santowski trying to take this one away. And again, Callahan is just so good. He's got a long pole right in his ribs, and Callahan working his way to the net. Santowski wouldn't let him get a shot off. Now, Callahan will race off the field as that feed will deflect into the Victor bench, and what will be the call here? It will remain Blue Devil ball. (3-3) our score. If you're just logging back on, we are beginning the second half. Gotham with it behind the cage is going to be guarded by Santowski. As working inside the box are the Blue Devils. Shot goes off the side of the nets and trapping it, freezing it. Sean Regan having a fine game tonight for Pittsford. The clearing attempt coming up once again as Jack Wallace sends it back to Regan. And Regan getting a little adventurous. Yeah, thinks the better of it. Let me get it over to somebody else as Anthony DeMeo sending it near side, but the feed too high there. He was looking for 44, Bryce Wallman. And the ride working again tonight for Victor. Alex Sealer sending it over near side. That's going to be Charlie Robbins, the long pole, getting it up to Pax Marshall. Marshall stepping into the box. Marshall with the football 20-yard line. Cal Lambert, number 22. After this, he's going to go to the Army. We appreciate his efforts. As now on the far side, Victor working it around. Lambert on the near side. He's drawing a long pole. Flings it back up top to Sealer. Good play by Charlie DiBiase, the long stick midi. Weaving his way in. The shot in the goal. Great footwork by Thomas Gravino, and Gravino with his second goal tonight, 3rd point overall. And Victor retakes the lead. It's now 4-3. As we will not have an assist on this one. What a crossover move there by Gravino and letting that lefty shot go off. And Regan knew what he was coming, but not much you can do when you're kind of shooting it right out in front like that. Question is, who's going to take the face-off here for Pittsford? So we take a look at Sean Regan. Erskine will go back out there for the Panthers. As Victor has been perfect at the X tonight. Callahan's not going to give this one up very easily, though. Still being contested. That's going to score free, and wouldn't you know, Victor's going to get another one out of this as Lambert's going to pick up that ground ball. Now he has it stripped. Great play on the back end. That credit Harrison Cross with the caused turnover, and that's one way to get a possession. But then another hit at midfield, and it's going to go back to Victor. Some physical play tonight on both sides of the shot. That'll go wide, and this will remain Blue Devil possession. Herendeen on the far side, drawing the long pole of Caleb Lewis, number 29. Herendeen sending it out, and that feed offline. That's going to roll near midfield, being contested, and we get the offside. And this will go back over to Victor. So 30 seconds will go up on the board, and for the second time tonight, this will be a man up. Only the second one here for both teams combined. It'll be Gustav Murphy going to the box. Now this one only for 30 seconds, then it'll be released. Gravino sending it down low, the shot and a goal. Gravino on the man up, feeding it in front. The number 25, Liam Wheeler, a sophomore with his 9th of the season. And for Gravino, that is point number 4 tonight. 2 goals and 2 assists. And for the first time tonight, we have either team leading by more than 1 goal. It's now 5-3, and important face-off here. All of them are important, but try to get the possession back as Herendeen bullying his way, using his whole body, blocking off the Pittsford player, Erskine. And in transition, Victor getting the ball back, up by 2. So Wheeler will get another run out there. Just scoring on that man up. He will stay out there. Also out there is Nick Benetti. He's got a goal tonight as well. Benetti with his 9th of the season coming back in the first half. And it looks like Pittsford's actually coming out a little further on defense where they're packing it in down low back in the first half. This time getting a little more aggressive as you see the defense by number 35, Jack Santowski, behind the cage. Feed coming to the near side to Gravino. Benetti and Gravino playing catch. 7:50 remaining in the third. Gravino sends it near side. And behind the cage this will go. Gravino getting it back. He's going to draw the long pole by DiBiase. And to the near side this will go. Benetti. And there's the errant pass. But that'll be tracked down. Did not get over midfield. Picked up by Gotham. Can't say slow play here. Is everybody moving around here for Victor? And there we go. There's the slow play warning, so now it has to stay in the box. Ground ball as a result, and coming up with that ground ball will be DiBiase. DiBiase's outlet pass over one cross, and that'll be picked up in transition by DeMayo. DeMayo fires and sends it just wide, and it will remain Pittsford ball. So Anthony DeMayo, the sophomore, looking for his second on the season, but it will be Pittsford ball. Panthers are down by 2 with 6.5 remaining here in the third. So on the defense for Pittsford, they found a way here tonight, despite not winning a single face-off. They're getting the ball back when they can. Now can they make this one count? As Steingas, who's been active tonight, working his way in, fires! And that's just wide, still Pittsford ball. Cross with it. Cross, turnaround shot. Hits the iron. Up into the air. Second time tonight, Pittsford is chimed one off. And the outlet pass, here's the clearing attempt, is Alex Parton with some green in front of him. And this clear will be successful as Parton bringing it over to the Pittsford side of the field. Parton now will step off, and Pittsford dropping back defensively. As we're down to 5.5 remaining, but that quick shot. You're not going to catch Sean Regan off guard there, making another save. And now Regan will help the lead. Oh, no! It goes off of him into the net. And Victor goes up by 3. Not sure who they'll give the credit to. We'll wait for the official announcement on that. Oh, my. Well, the Pittsford fans trying to rally their team. You hear the applause here tonight. And truthfully, I don't know who you give credit to on that goal, so we'll just kind of wait for the announcement. If they don't give you one, I will not make it up here. 6-3 is their score. And another face-off won by Victor. Now you get the sense that Victor can certainly seize control of this game, up by 3. As Gotham Gravino sending it over to the near side. Our producer Joel Balthaser is trying to find out who officially got credit for the Victor goal on that. Let our Victor parents know. They're going to give it to no, not Lambert. 20. As the goal. And it'll be Sealer getting his second of the night.
Victor goal, number 17, Alex Taylor, assisted by number 6, Jack Brady.
So Herendeen will get his second of the night. Pax Marshall will be credited with that last goal. So Marshall gets the goal, the sophomore, making it 6. Sealer with his second tonight, making it 7-3. And what was a 3-3 game at halftime all of a sudden is a 7-3 game here in the third. And this has been a clinic here tonight by Callahan. Wow. Parton with it, and Parton will stay out there for the time being. That shot, who are they going to rule it to? It's going to go over to Pittsford. Some Victor fans not agreeing with that, but I think that is the correct call. And Santowski, give him the credit, the hustle to the end line. Santowski now will get the feed, taking it over to midfield stripe. And now an important possession here for Pittsford, coming up down by 4. Lots of action still to happen here. We are only in the third. As Pittsford will check in their personnel. And we'll rule that back to Victor, not sure why. At the time I was looking down at my notes, and this will go back to Victor. Missed opportunity for Pittsford as Lambert sending over near side. Marshall sends it now to the near corner, getting it over to Gotham. Gotham is going to be guarded by Santowski, who's had a great game tonight. Shot. And that'll go wide, remaining Victor ball. That's the long ball of Jack Wallace on defense for Pittsford. Feed in front, the shot goes just wide. Regan might have got a piece of that. This will remain Victor ball. 2:41 remaining here in the third. Gotham being challenged behind the net. Looking to dish it off, and he's going to take it up high and reset the whole thing. Ooh, nice play, a shot and a goal. Creating space was number 21, Nick Benetti, for his second of the evening. Victor on a 5-0 run. It's now 8-3. See Nick Benetti, and then Pittsford defender losing his footing on that, allowing Benetti for a free shot, if you will. Face-off is won. Ground ball, and it's going to be turned over. Rare mistake, and a flag coming down here, and it's going to be against Victor. As the play continuing on, working his way in, this is going to be the long pole, the shot, and the save is made. Another penalty flag coming down. So there was Santowski letting that goal. And for the first time tonight, it'll be Pittsford on the man up. John Santowski. As we take another look there, that's Logan Callahan with the strip right at the end, and the pole might have helped out, but I believe it's going to be Callahan also getting a penalty right at the end. Okay, so it's actually 2 penalties on Alec Parton. 1 minute and 30 seconds, and they are going to be tacked on to one another. So .153 remaining here in the third, and again, first time tonight, Pittsford going man up. Shane Leonard, you see out there, he's going to be on the man up with James Cook. All the big guns here for Pittsford out on this one. Steingass as well as Cross. Getting it back here will be Leonard. The shot bouncing just wide by Leonard. This will remain Pittsford ball. 1:09 remaining here in the 1 minute and 30 second penalty. Tacking on the 2 to Alex Parton. from the outside. Leonard dropping the ball. That's a ground ball on the far side. Leonard getting it back. He'll fling it behind the cage. Can they find the open man? That'll be Cook on the near side. Cook fires and scores. A man-up goal, 27th of the season for James Cook. And that breaks the Victor run. It's now 8-4. So the penalty comes off the board. Cook going down low. Good angle on that. And the celebration for the Panthers, it's now 8-4. It's been the Logan Callahan show at the X tonight. Here's Callahan once again. This time Santowski going back out there, the long pole. And Callahan muscling his way, but he has it stripped by Santowski, the double team coming over. And Pittsford's going to come up with it. Panthers staying alive as Kesselring on the far side. As you see, we're under a minute to go here. Kesselring harassed by the long pole of Aiden Wheeler, number 24. So this will make it interesting if Pittsford should get one late here in the third. Murphy, who opened the scoring tonight, is out there, number 3, and apparent here that Pittsford is going to hold for one last shot. Murphy outside the box. Getting it going on the left side. Dishing it back to Steingas. Steingas trying to get around 2 men, dishing it behind the cage. 15 seconds remaining in the period. Shot in front. That's going to be stripped from behind. Parton with the strip and the steal, and here comes Victor in transition. Long outlet pass. That's going to be knocked down. Coming out to challenge, and then flinging it himself as time will expire. Knocked down by number 6, Herendeen. Wild ending there to the third quarter. That third quarter belonging to the Victor Blue Devils, outscoring Pittsford by a 5-1 margin. We head to the fourth. It's Victor 8, Pittsford 4 here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Now is the time to promote your business on our broadcasts.
Now Farmingdale will fire and find the back of the net.
Top of the key, 4-3, good.
With viewership in the thousands, your company will get the local attention it needs. Best of all, we offer affordable rates. High school sports online audiences are growing. Take advantage by advertising with Varsity Media.
Hands off, 3-point shot is up and in. You back him back 3 yards, it doesn't matter. Touchdown, Freeport.
Contact us today, 516-403-2050, varsitymedia.net.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Salvatores. As you see the beautiful skyline here in downtown Rochester. Cobb's Hill, over the top of Cobb's Hill. The former Xerox Tower, the former Bausch and Lomb Tower. As we're coming to you from Ordway Field here on the campus of Pittsford Sutherland High School. Gene Battaglia with you. Joel Balthaser, Chris Van Kampen, Kyle Sansone on the cameras here tonight. Proudly bringing this to you on the Varsity Media Sports Network. And again, if your school, if your youth organization needs some help in this department, highlight packages, or having us come stream a game, please feel free to reach out to the Varsity Media Sports Network. These guys do a great job. As we begin the fourth, and can Pittsford, who won the last faceoff, get back at it? And that's going to be the strategy, going back to Santowski, who at the very least gives a little bit more muscle here. Something to Logan Callahan to think about. As the face-off, Callahan will come out of this once again, and he's off to the races. Callahan going in. Callahan fires. And that's going to be knocked down in front. Never got through, and the ground ball picked up immediately by Santowski. Now he has it stripped, and he'll send it back. Pittsford's defense again doing its task. Caleb Lewis, he's going to step into the box. Dishing it off. And now Pittsford can check in personnel as James Cook, number 8, will stay out there. Out there now is 25, Shane Leonard. Now we have a whistle, and it's going to go over to Victor. Victor quickly in transition in an unsettled situation as Gotham getting it back. Gotham and the Pittsford defense getting back in a hurry on that. As we're in the fourth quarter, if you were with us here, you saw a very entertaining first half. 3-3 was our score at halftime, but then Pittsford only getting 1 in the third, Victor getting 5, and that's where we are right now. 8-4 for the visitors from Victor. As that ball will pinball around, racing to the end line and keeping that in play was Gotham getting that ground ball. Sam Gotham keeping the possession going for Victor. He's going to draw the long pole of Lewis. Cal Lambert fires, going down low to make the save, and that'll be knocked down and then pinned down. And a flag coming down. It'll be against Victor as the long outlet pass. Why not? Going all the way up for Pittsford on that clear. Ben Norton, the recipient on that, number 5. And another flag coming down. We've got 2 flags on this, and they're both going to be against Victor. So possession continuing on. As the whistle, and now we'll get the call with 9:35 remaining in this game. Got to see anybody go over and take a knee here for Victor. After tonight, Victor will have one more game coming up. That'll be at Brighton coming up on Friday. Gotham will get a 30-second penalty here. Actually, that'll be the only one. They just kind of moved the penalty flag again just to alert the fans. There was a penalty on that, so it wasn't 2 penalties. It was just 1 in the end. Second man-up opportunity tonight for Pittsford. They're 1 for 1 earlier tonight as working it around. On the near side will be number 25, Leonard. Colby Simonetti is also out in the field. That shot going through, and the save made by Pavia. Whistle blowing with just 2 seconds remaining in the man up. And not sure what the whistle was for here. As the officials talking this over as Harrison Cross running back over to talk to Coach Whipple here. And a long conversation. Well, while we have a minute while we're working this out, we want to just kind of salute some of the Pittsford graduates who, if you were with us, I'm going to pick up the flag here in the end. If you watched any of the championships over the weekend in Section 5, what a fantastic weekend of lacrosse. And it looks like we'll get to that video at some point. So they're going to put up another 30 seconds here. Is that what the call is? Well, folks are trying to figure out what's going on, and they're going to add another 30 seconds here. And I think that might have been it, Joel, was that they had the 2 penalties. It should have been 30 plus 30. Both of those penalties on Gotham, they only put 1 up on the board. So I wasn't losing my mind originally. That's good to know that, indeed, there were 2 penalties on that. So they get the clock situation. So instead of 2 seconds, 32 seconds going up on the man up. Well, Pittsford needs this. They're down by 4. Shot from the outside, and then a big save made by Pavia, carrying out. Ground ball near midfield, still being contested. Whistle. Well, they're going to roll it over as it looked like Harrison Cross. They will say Cross comes up with it. Cross fires and sends it high and wide. Now we're back to even strength as the penalty has finally been released with 8:33 remaining in this game. It still is Pittsford possession. Leonard with it. Behind the cages goes Steingast. No, make that number 2, Harrison Cross with it. The feed in front. Ground ball racing to midfield, and Steingast will knock that down, keeping the possession going here for Pittsford. Steingast trying to get around his man. Feed going over to Cross. Cross, double team coming over, and the other flag coming down. 1, 2, 3 flags coming down. Nonetheless, it is a goal. And it's now 8-5. And I believe the penalty was on Victor, so the goal should stand, and indeed it will. 7:38 remaining. It's now 8-5. Taking a stick right to the throat was Cross, able to fight his way through that. Michael Minchko is going to get called for the penalty. So they've yet to put the goal up on the board here, but we've got it 8-5. So the goal is good, and the penalty is waved off. So for Cross, that's his second tonight, 33rd of the season. And now it's Santowski against Callahan at the X. And Callahan's going to scoop up another. 85.6% on the season. And Callahan trying to run away from Santowski. Callahan showing those wheels. And he'll dish it off, and now he's going to race off of the field. As Victor in no rush here, up by 3. And they can take some time off the clock and get a quality shot off as Gotham sending it back. And the Blue Devils checking in their personnel here on offense. Thomas Gravino, he's got 2 goals, 2 assists tonight. He's wearing number 10, standing at the football 35-yard line. He's got Alex Sealer along with him. And for Sealer, he's got 2 goals himself tonight. So it hasn't been all Cal Lambert here tonight. Coming in tonight, Lambert with the leading score on this team. Herendeen, the freshman, finding an open man. Gotham fires. Save made. Deflects wide. Still in play. And the ground ball picked up momentarily. And then it's scooped up by the keeper. Good play by Regan to make the save. And then to lead the clearing attempt is in transition. It'll be DeMayo getting this feed. DeMayo staying on the feed. Shot. Going just wide. That was Santowski, the long pole, looking for his first of the season. And the Pittsford faithful showing their appreciation. This team is not going down without a fight. It's 8-5, and they got the ball back. As we're now halfway through this fourth quarter. Leonard handing it back. Steingas with it. Leonard, crossover move. Sending it behind the cage. Shot knocked down. That's going to be a ground ball racing to the end line. Still Pittsford possession. Steingas fires and scores! Bouncing that off the turf. Ben Steingas with his 5th of the season. And the sophomore makes it a 2-goal game. It's now 8-6. And now Pittsford on a 3-0 run. As we take another look at Steingas, defended by Dickens. Javia can't come up with that one, and now it's 8-6. And now Callahan hit the importance of the X for Victor. Callahan, he's going to have it taken away. Pittsford gets the ball back. That ground ball by Jack Wallace, number 9. With it in trouble is Kesselring. And he's able to evade Lambert, who steps off the field. Kesselring has it stripped. We get a timeout that's going to be called by Pittsford. Needing this possession with 4:48 remaining. How about this? An 8-3 game is now 8-6. Let's talk about Memorial Day weekend. That is always the weekend where we have the Division III, Division II, Division I champions, and we had a little bit of everything for Pittsford lacrosse. First of all, Jared Connors, 2016. I remember him as a freshman calling his games for Pittsford. You could tell immediately how good he was going to be, and here he is in the national championship game. Boom. And how about that? Virginia. Celebrate the Cavaliers. They did it, beating UNC, and Connor's a big part of that, the 2016 graduate. John Mazral, he was with this Pittsburgh team. Didn't see much time, but that's how it ended, though, for RIT. First national championship for the Tigers in double overtime over Salisbury. Just a phenomenal game. The Lemoyne Dolphins, Haim and Pietrus, 2016 graduates, winning the Division II championship. Those games in East Hartford, Connecticut. And then Pat Sullivan, Illinois Rhine University, participating as well. So what a weekend for lacrosse. And Bob Chavez had the stat from Messenger Post that in the Division II and Division III rosters, 27 players from Section 5. It's not Western New York. That's the hotbed, folks. It's Section 5, and you're seeing it on display here tonight between Pittsford and Victor. Glad you're with us here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. As off of the timeout, Pittsford with 1 timeout remaining. They're down by 2 on a 3-0 run here. Is Harrison Cross. Cross, make that Steingas with it, who just scored. Steingas Still with it. Fires. Big save made. Rebound put back in. And it's a 1-goal game. Gustav Murphy with his second tonight. The 9th on the season. Pavia making the initial save, but didn't get any help on the rebound as Murphy was Johnny on the spot. It's now 8-7. And now the Pittsford faithful, they're going crazy here. Pavia, what a great save, but how about that? It's not like hockey, folks, where you can put the rebound in a safe place. That ball is flying in there. You just got to worry about the first save, and then rebound was just unkind. But there is the man once again, Logan Callahan, winning another face-off, and he's going to race into the box, step out, and now so now for Victor, they cannot milk the clock here. They're only up by 1. They're down to 4:05 remaining. What a game here tonight. Quick shot. Oh, that got in. A quick answer. Pax Marshall with his second tonight. And that kind of quiets the Pittsford faithful here. Unassisted, and what happened here? Well, somehow the defense not sliding over in time on Marshall, and there's nothing Seth Sean Regan can do at that point. And winning another draw will be Callahan. Callahan, he is swarmed, and he's just going to race out of this. Dishing it back, stepping off. He did his job. And now for Pittsford, they need to stop here down by 2. It's been a valiant effort so far. What has been an A-plus game tonight for both teams. Gotham with it in the corner. DeMeo guarding him. Gotham sending it back up top. And a ground ball, but nobody around. So Herondon will have lots of time. Now the question is, when will Pittsford take some chances here defensively? Right now they're continuing just to pack it in here. As it's a 2-goal game, we're down to 2:45 remaining here this evening. Gravino's got 2 goals and 2 assists tonight for the visitors. Gravino has it right now. 20 yards away at the football 30-yard line. That's Gravino trying to get around the defender. That's going to be stripped. Big strip there by Jack Wallace, coming up with the takeaway right when Pittsford needed it. Now the clearing attempt coming up. As Santowski sending it ahead to DeMeo. DeMeo in transition, stepping into the box, and here we go. Pittsford down by 2 as DeMeo is looking for some help here, and Pittsford cannot waste any time. And Victor coming out way out the challenge. DeMeo will step off the field. Under 2 minutes to go. Leonard. Steingast, who has a goal here in this second half. Steingast getting a run in. Going to be pushed to the outside, and he'll send it behind the cage. This will go to number 8, James Cook. Everybody's contributed a little bit tonight for this Pittsford offense. The quick shot. And it's in somehow, and it's a 1-goal game. Flexing his Harrison Cross. He's got his 3rd this evening, and it's now a 9-8 game. How did that get in? Harrison Cross, his 3rd tonight. Wow. I didn't think he had anything to shoot at. Timeouts on the evening. Victor with 2 remaining. Pittsford with 1. It's going to be Santowski against Callahan in a faceoff that may decide the game. Callahan popping it out. Callahan getting to it, but he's in trouble, and he's just going to run out of trouble, and the timeout called by Victor. Dan Stone calling the timeout once he realized that Callahan had the possession, running out of it. And yeah, we will keep it right here. 9-8 is our score if you're just logging on. Wow. And you know, your best players tonight for both teams making big plays. Harrison Cross with 3 goals tonight for Pittsford. John Santowski's done a little bit of everything. Caleb Lewis, the long pole, had a goal tonight. And Sean Regan's come up with some really nice stops. Jack Wallace, by the way, a couple caused turnovers, including that last one, to give the Pittsburgh Panthers the possession, which led to the 8th goal. Now, for the visitors tonight, my apologies, they have been at a balanced attack. Nick Benetti with 2 goals tonight. Thomas Gravino, 2 goals, 2 assists. Alex Sealer with 2 goals as well. Pax Marshall, 2 goals, although one was, boy, if it comes down to that for Pittsford, there was one an own goal, if you will. I don't know if they use that phrase here. I know they use it in soccer, but just a pass that got behind the keeper. Regan, and I hate to bring that up, but that right now is your difference, folks. It's 9-8. Victor clinging to the 1-goal lead. And for Pittsford, yeah, you want to make these fans go home happy here. So off the timeout, this will be Victor. So both teams with 1 timeout remaining. And that'll be the keeper, Zach Pavia, who's done a fine job himself this evening. Charlie Robbins on the near side, sending it ahead, and the clear is good. Gotham is racing back into the cage. There was Regan. Ground ball behind the cage. Can it be saved by Herendeen? Big check at the end. What's the ruling? It could go either way. It's going to go over to Pittsford. Can you believe that? 1:03 remaining. Clearing attempt coming up for the Panthers. Down by 1. Here we go as Steingas bring it over the midfield stripe. Will Pittsford call the timeout? Will they let the play roll on? They'll let the play roll on. What a game. Pittsford down by 5 here in the second half. A chance to tie it late. Leonard getting pushed out. He'll send it behind the cage. Cross, who's got 3 tonight. Cross sending it in through. That's a ground ball near midfield. Can it be saved? Going over the stripe and getting over was number 9, Wallace. It's going to go over to Victor. The ground ball not able to be saved. And now Victor can just run around and kill the rest of the time out here. And no, they're going to tack on one more. Yes, on the far side. That'll be the 3rd tonight for Pax Marshall. And that will do it here tonight with 14 seconds remaining. And Pittsford, wow, to have a chance to tie at the end. A 2-on-1 at the end as Sealer, his 3rd point of the night. 2 goals and assist, and there you have Marshall with the goal.
Victor goal, 28, Marshall. Assisted by number 17, Alex Sealer.
Ten to 8 our score with 14 seconds remaining, and with this, Victor will move to 11-1 on the season. Pittsford will drop to 7-6. That is not a team in Pittsford you want to be facing here come sectional time. It wouldn't be surprised at all to me if they end up winning the whole thing in their classes. The closing seconds will expire here. The ball flung high into the dark sky at Ordway Field as Victor bouncing back after the loss to Canandaigua. Wow, what a game we had here tonight. Our final score, Victor 10 and Pittsford 8. For Victor, a little bit of everything tonight. Marshall with 3 goals. Also, we had 2 goals and 2 assists for Gravino. Sealer with 2 goals tonight. Pavia with some big saves. And just some good defense all around by this team. Herendeen also participating. And for Pittsford, what could have been? Harrison Cross with 3 goals tonight. And a valiant effort comes up just short for Pittsford. Well, stay tuned to the Varsity Media Sports Network. On our website, we will keep you updated, and give us a follow on social media. On Twitter, our handle at Varsity Media. I want to thank everybody on the broadcast tonight. Our director this evening, Joel Balthaser, keeping us on the straight and narrow with all those great video replays. Chris Van Kampen and Kyle Sanson on the cameras tonight. And, of course, our team leader being Ben Turchin. As both teams going back to their benches. My name is Gene Battaglia. Thanks again for watching here tonight. We're once again our final score, Victor 10 and Pittsford 8. This has been the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming.
Gargiulo over the middle. He's got a man. It's complete. And Ciolino. See you later. Touchdown, Massapequa.
Videography. And photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography. College recruiting videos. Live streaming of games.
Top of the key, Smith. Why not? Wow. Bang! McKee, first down and more! Charlie McKee! Touchdown, Oceanside!
School events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050.